És üdvözlök mindenkit, én Szója vagyok, ezt még láthatjátok a Bombay Flame nevezetű játéknak az utolsó epizódja. És hát igen, feltétlitek a hatalmas nagy kérdés, hogy mi történt drágalátos főhősünkkel, Vulkánnal. Nos, ez a rész gyakorlatilag most már csak is a befejezésekről fog szólni, és miért beszélek ugye többes számba? Azért, mert megcsináltam időközben a játéknak a másik befejezését is, és a másik befejezése ugye az a rossz befejezés, amikor a démonnak ugye engedünk, hogy teret nyerjen rajtunk, és lényegében egy ilyen karakterünk lesz a leges-leges legvégén. Így fogunk ugye kinézni, amikor a démonnak erőt adunk, hatalmat adunk, és engedjük, hogy befolyásoljon minket. Na, de úgy döntöttem, hogy meg fogom nektek akkor mutatni, hogy mik azok a lépések, mik azok a momentumok a játékban, ahol úgy kell döntenünk, hogy ilyenekké váljunk, hogyha valaki ilyenné szeretne válni, és hogy ja. Hát, hogyha valaki rossz befejezést szeretné látni, vagy csak ilyen dög akar lenni a legesleg végén. Na, akkor lássuk csak. Nos, srácok, lányok, itt is vagyunk. Az első momentum ugye az, amikor ugye legeslegelőször ugye a játék szól nekünk. Ugye az a bizonyos barlang az első fejezetnek a vége felé. Hozd meg a helyes döntéseket. A játékban meghozó döntései gyakran hatással lesznek az elkövetkező eseményekre, főleg azokra vonatkozóan, amelyek a szobatársadhoz kapcsolódnak. Ugye ezt egyszer már ugye felolvastam nektek, amikor ugye csináltam a végigjátszást. És ugye akkor a jó befejezést mutattam meg nektek. Gyakorlatilag itt az elején irány suttogások barlangja. Na nézzük akkor, hogy mi történik.
Captain?
There is none that thou knowest in this cavern, rest assured of that. The being that lives here wishes to take over this body.
Huh. You mean my body?
A pity that thou art not as combative with it. It is consuming thy mind e'en now, and yet thou dost offer no resistance. If thou dost allow it to continue, thou wilt be erased. Replaced, and that is not in my best interests either.
Now that's ironic. Isn't that what you're doing to me?
An insulting comparison. This parasite is nothing. It is insignificant. I can easily protect us, if thou dost allow it. Thou shouldst give me more space, more liberty. Open thy mind instead of keeping me prisoner.
Yeah, we'll see. You're asking me to let you come in and mark out your territory. But at what price?
Thou wilt gain access to a greater part of me, to my knowledge, to my power. All that thou risketh is to gain in knowledge and power, and that can do thee no harm. We shall only be stronger, both of us.
Well, let's see. Everything is rosy and without a care.
I imagined that thou wouldst undergo a slight physical transformation. Thy body was not conceived to contain a power such as mine. It will consume thee if thou refuseth to evolve.
There we go. Admit it. You feel better.
Whatever thou risketh in trusting me is insignificant in comparison with what awaits us if thou dost stay and do nothing. If thou dost refuse to evolve, we will both soon be lost, and this world will follow.
Na és ugye végigjátszás során ugye én nem engedtem neki, de most akkor nézzük csak, hogy mi történik, hogy engedünk neki.
All right. Between the non-stop screaming and all your moaning, my head is going to explode anyway. So go ahead and do it.
Wise decision. Thou wilt not regret it. Now, thou must empty out all of thy thoughts. Allow me to move. Yes. At last I can move. Breathe. Think freely.
Hát gyakorlatilag ennyi. Nos, bemegyünk a barlangba, ott megöljük szépen a dögöt, aztán majd visszatérek, hogy mi történik később.
you've won a victory, mortal. The dead walkers come. Your pathetic little village has been discovered, and soon will no longer exist. Today I fall, but dozens of new brothers and sisters will rise from the dead. The Dark Lords will raise me up again, and they will reward me.
Well, your Ice Lords have never messed with a Powder Master, now have they?
If you listen to the rabble who actually live in the swamps, we should head back to the village now. If he was right, and a general is directing the attack, only your power could stop them.
Ez így van. Na, akkor srácok, lányok, miután legyőztük ezt a dögöt, azután, ha kimentünk a barlangból, akkor a démon egy kicsit nyer az uralmunkból. Mégpedig annyira, hogy vöröses lett a szemünk. Na, ennyi volt az első. Jöjjön akkor a következő. Na, srácok, lányok, a következő döntés ugye akkor történik, amikor ugye legyőzték itt ezt a jégurat, vagy nem tudom mi akart lenni, ugye még megtámadta a falut. És ugye beszélünk szépen Arandil herceggel.
There you are at last. So, have you made your decision?
És hogy gyakorlatilag úgy hozzuk meg a döntésünket, hogy nem harcolunk Arandasban, más terveink vannak.
We will go together to Karothas, but once there our paths must part. I have to find the World Heart and purify it.
I hope that you will change your mind on the way. We will need you.
It is but a stage.
It is not enough.
It is a stage. To move in haste would risk incinerating this body, and that is not what we want. Why think thee that the necromancers use their ritual spears to suck the lifeblood from the World Heart? Why think theist that not one among them can control the flame? They can but use the energy of the World Heart. We hold its power, the flame. Aside from the dragons, no fleshly vessel has ever been able to master it.
Yes, and see what good it did them? Now that I am revealed, the sorcerers will covet this power.
As do thy supposed allies. Thou shouldst beware of them, and their weakness. Let nothing stop thee from preserving thyself, lest we finish, as did the dragons.
Perhaps it is time I took things in hand.
Vulcan, have you seen something?
They use thee.
Nos, srácok, lányok, ugye az előzőekben ugye hallottátok, amikor gyakorlatilag beszéltünk a démonnal, hogy egy kicsit megváltozott a hangunk, és ott a vállunknál lett egy ilyen kis tüzes aura. Hát igen, na és akkor most jön a következő rész. A következő rész az gyakorlatilag akkor fog megtörténni, az akkor fog átváltozni, akkor fogunk tovább mutálódni, változni, amikor megtaláljuk a királyt. Na nézzük.
Prince Arundel? What are you doing here, my lord?
I followed you, Vulcan. I must save our king, with or without your aid. What is this thing?
I don't know, but it doesn't look right.
Son? My boy? Can it be you?
Oh, fuck.
By all the gods. Father? It cannot be!
Do not look upon me. I am so sorry. Do not stay here. Take the crown and leave this place.
Oh, Father. But what have they done to you?
I surrendered. Lord Blackfrost told me that he was slain. That Marshal Winter's army had left no survivors at Bastion. I had not the strength to even raise my sword. And so he changed us, remade us, the other nobles and I, and all those who had taken refuge in the palace. He wanted me to witness our end, so that I would live without defeat and news of your death for eternity. But you are alive. You live. Your mother and I are so relieved to know you live.
Mother? But how can I release you from this curse?
My son, if you only knew how sorry we are. You cannot save us. We are condemned to this abomination. You must slay us. The others, the Queen, the Count, all of these people. I feel their suffering. Hear their screams within me. Put an end to it, I beg you. Free us that our souls may be with you.
Sire, I can take care of this, if you want me to.
For pity, my boy. Whatever you decide. Take the crown. There is more power lying hid in this twisted corpse than in a dozen juggernauts. I will not stand by and watch those blood-sucking necromancers steal it from me once more.
Sire, please step aside.
What are you doing?
I'm taking back the power that was stolen from the World Heart.
How dare you? That is my father, the King of Caralthas. I have to perform the funeral rite to free his soul. Have you no respect?
Respect for him that joineth with the Deadwalkers? Ha! I think not.
We have to get back to the camp before the Deadwalkers come for us. The death of one of the Liches is bound to have gotten their attention.
I will come soon. I must first perform a ritual to free my father's soul from this unholy carcass so that it may stay with me.
I'll wait outside.
Szóval röviden tömören, a következő szintünk az olyan, hogy a bal vállunkon, hát nem tudunk semmilyen cuccot hordani, tehát hogy gyakorlatilag eltűnt minden. És ennek következtében, mivel szarvunk nőtt, ezért hát fejfedőt se tudunk mostantól hordani. Sajnálatos módon. Úgyhogy mindenféle sapkát, amit találtok, azt nyugodtan szétszedhetitek innentől kezdve, mert gyakorlatilag nem tudjátok feltenni a fejetekre. A másik plusz dolog, érdekes dolog, hogy most már végre itt át tudtok ugye jönni. Mert hogyha jól emlékszem, akkor amikor a jó befejezést csináljátok, akkor nem tudtok itt átmenni, ugye, mert ott van a holttest. Na, de akkor haladjunk szépen tovább. Nos, srácok, lányok, a következő rész pedig akkor fog megtörténni, mikor két társunkkal jövünk ide. És szerintem ismerős lehet a helyszín, és ugye most akkor máshogy fogunk választani, mint ahogy a végigjátszásba tettük.
We're not alone. What the hell is that thing with all those legs?
It is a concubine. Lord Blackfrost has always had somewhat unusual erotic tastes. Why would she be here, unless she already knows of our plan?
Curse them! Look at the support pillars. They crawl with deadwalkers.
A trap, and a good one. Your little friends will be taken from the rear, if you'll pardon the expression.
We must prevent it. We have to hurry to open the drawbridge.
I say we must not. This concubine has given us an opportunity. We must attack her while her troops are busy elsewhere. These are creatures of great power. You must absorb them one by one if you hope to stand against Lord Blackfrost. Those other men are already as good as lost.
Do not heed the words of this witch! If you do not open the bridge, all our soldiers will die, and this war will be over. I do not believe you even have need of this misshapen beast's supposed power. This evil whore is twisting your mind. She wishes to weaken us. From the beginning, she has been hiding something from us, and it will go ill for you if you trust her.
Really? I would have hoped for a little more affection from someone who spies on me when I bathe.
Igen, és akkor most nem azt csináljuk, hogy megmentjük a tündéket, hanem hagyjuk szépen a tündéket, és szükségem van az erőre.
Edwin is right. There's nothing we could do to save those elves. Whereas we may never get another chance to attack an unprotected concubine.
Why, you... traitor! I know not if this is your idea or that demon in you, but you are worth no more than this dead living scum.
Calm yourself, Relmar. Open your eyes. This is our only chance.
Shut your mouth, witch! It is you that has turned his head, and I shall hold you to account for every one of my lost brothers.
So, did I lie?
Not this time, wench.
Why does it not surprise me to find you behind all this?
My Lord Blackfrost.
I'm happy to see you have survived your exile. I knew you would come to appreciate the real value of your chance to rediscover a simple life. The life of an ordinary human. And, oh, what a charming dress. Completely your style. It suits you wonderfully.
I know. You, however, do not look quite so well. Why the mask?
Oh, you know, there was a sort of sudden power cut. As though someone had siphoned off the remaining fire from the world heart. It left a few marks. Our poor Crystal is particularly upset. But I imagine you know all about that, my dear white lady. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just white now, isn't it?
Know about what? That the whore Crystal is upset? Truly I did not know, but I confess the news delights me. Be assured, this is just the beginning, my dear, dear traitor. You will soon be much sadder than she is.
Women. So ungrateful. I would have been so much wiser to make you into one of my concubines. But, hey, it's never too late. You owe me one after all. And I have missed you so much.
Hey, I hate to interrupt your 2-hour romantic reunion, but I'm losing the will to live over here. I didn't become a mercenary so I could listen to a lover's quarrel.
You little upstart. I have to admit, you really are full of surprises. These powers of yours are interesting. Nonetheless, you just aren't in the same class as a Lord of the Frozen Shadows. It wouldn't be sporting of me to eliminate you so early in the day. But you do have potential. I will leave you a little time to build your strength. When you think you're ready to face me, come to my domain. We will finish this, once and for all. Oh, if you need directions, ask your charming friend. She knows the place well.
I suppose that could have gone even worse.
Yes, he could have slain you with ease, if that's what you mean.
And turned you into a zombie sex toy. Why do you think he didn't do it?
Indeed, it is troubling. We must believe he is interested in you. I imagine he seeks a way to seize the power that drives you. Doubtless he hopes to use it to rule the other Ice Lords, or destroy them.
After all, that's what you do, right? My white lady? Or maybe that's what you've been planning ever since we met.
I have nothing to do with them. You heard what he said. They exiled me, cast me out, unprotected into the wild, after having stripped me of all my powers.
All the more reason to try and get mine.
Don't be so foolish. If I was able to do such a thing, I would have done it long ago.
Great. That's reassuring.
Take it as you please, but you are my only hope of taking revenge on the Ice Lords, even if it's not by my hand. We're on the same side.
We'll talk about it later. We shouldn't hang around here. Any idea where Relmar went?
Probably gone to be with his own kind, what few still breathe.
Huh. I guess he felt that leaving his brothers was a betrayal.
In any case, it would be better for us to avoid meeting any elves on the way back to the camp. That fool has probably told them all his version.
We'll gather up the blades and get out of this place. There's nothing left for us here at Carolthas.
Thou drawest near. I do feel it.
Blackfrost awaits us. It is his trap.
The necromancer craves our power for himself alone. He will not have warned the others of our approach. His trap and his greed will be his undoing.
I'm still not powerful enough.
But thou wilt so become. The domain is peopled by superior creatures that are bathed in the energy of the world heart. Our energy. Once there, thou wilt know what to do. But be swift. I cannot long endure. Thou must concentrate upon these creatures, and waste not thy time with the others.
I will return to the world heart when I'm ready. This necromancer is an obstacle that cannot be ignored.
No! I have had enough of this prison, of this sacrilege, of this servitude! How dare thee leave me thus? Thou art no better than they!
Wake up, Vulcan. This is not the moment.
Na srácok, lányok, az utolsó nagyobb változás pedig akkor fog megtörténni, mikor az utolsó ágyast is legyőztük, és Fekete Fagy kinyitja a birodalma kapuját, és mi meg szépen elindulunk felé.
It's time to take care of Black Frost.
If you're certain you've taken care of your affairs here, I can see no reason to delay the inevitable any further.
We've waited long enough. All of his defenses are down. The concubines are dead. We need to strike now before he has time to react.
So be it. Let's do it.
Ah, my new protege. So happy you could make it. You took your time about it, but I can see that you've made some real progress. Yes, you have.
Yeah, well, your concubines won't be progressing anywhere ever. From now on, you're on your own, and there's no escape.
Well, that was never my intention. I am in my realm here. You and your companions are my guests. Oh, it seems that you too have lost some friends along the way. How very sad. More than most, I know how fragile a friendly alliance can be. Isn't that so, White Lady? Yet it seems destiny has reunited us once again. Oh, what a delicious irony.
I'll be savoring the delicious irony of your protege humiliating and destroying you right before my eyes. Now you know why I'm here.
My dear lady, it is useless to lie to me, and you know it. You are here because you want the same thing I do. For the moment, you do not have the power, but I know that you will leap for it at the slightest opportunity. I have missed you, you know. Once I have extracted what interests me from the corpse of your friend, I will make you my new #1 concubine. But don't you worry. Crystal and the Ice Duchess will be joining you very soon. Not even Black Storm will dare to oppose me now.
Look, I've about had it with both of you monsters. Black Frost, sorry, but the time has come for me to shut you up for good.
And it is I who will extract what belongs to me from thy dead carcass.
Very well. In 6,000 years of existence, I don't think I've ever had a day quite as interesting as this one. Vulcan, my dear, this was a fight that deserves to be included in the history books, and I will make certain that it is. You may count on me to tell future generations about your exploits, if there is a future, that is. But that, of course, will depend on you.
That fears me not. I must return to the World Heart.
Clearly. And that is precisely why we are here. Each Ice Lord possesses the means to gain access to the World Heart from his or her own palace. It would doubtless be prudent to borrow this one before the other Ice Lords have time to react. I would have loved to accompany you, but I fear your destiny is to continue alone. The World Heart obeys neither the same rules nor the same magic as does the rest of Vertial. What you find there will be exactly what you bring.
I have need of no one.
Fine. Well, good luck to you.
Nos, gyakorlatilag ennyi srácok, lányok, és akkor nézzük, hogy mi lett ennek a történetnek a vége. Nos, akkor itt vagyunk ismételten a végső választásnál, és akkor megmutatom, melyik a legrosszabb befejezés.
The flame will burn bright anew, and the necromancers will be the first into the fire.
Jó, legyen hát itt az idő, hogy a világ megtisztuljon a láng által.
I have traveled this world and lived amongst its peoples, its elves, its humans, and I have witnessed the truth of their ilk. Vanquishing the necromancers will not suffice for them. Others will return to enslave the power of the world heart once more. There is but one remedy, one sentence that must be passed.
No. They will have learned their lesson. They'll be able to make a fresh start.
Their world must be destroyed with flame.
No, please. Give them a chance. Think of those who helped us. We cannot condemn all of humanity.
In what way is that of concern to us? We are no longer human.
Na srácok, lányok, ugye akkor láthattuk a rossz befejezést, akkor nézzük meg egy semlegesebb, vagy egy picivel jobb befejezést.
The flame will burn bright anew, and the necromancers will be the first into the fire.
Olyan világot szeretnék, amit uralhatok.
We don't need to go that far. All we need is to remove these spears and the necromancers will be left powerless.
As powerless as when they enslaved the world heart? No, it will not suffice. They must be annihilated.
I'll track them down. The dead walkers will be gone. The survivors will have a chance and Vertiel will be rebuilt, little by little.
Little by little? It would take centuries, nay thousands of years for thy world to rebuild its energy. The world heart hath not been remade whole. Thou must permit me to rejoin with mine other half.
So that you can take over and burn Vertiel? No thanks. I am the most powerful being in the two worlds. I have got responsibilities.
Thou wouldst use me to reign over them, as did the necromancers. How long dost thou imagine that I shall allow thee to use me in this way?
I don't know, but you better get used to it. You were the one talking about centuries and thousands of years before our worlds can be rebuilt. And I plan on being right there to keep an eye on them. Meanwhile, do me a favor and let me enjoy this victory in silence. Do you mind?
Na, és akkor visszatértünk az eredeti végigjátszásunkhoz, és akkor megnézzük, hogy melyik a legjobb befejezés, amit ugye az egész végigjátszás alapjául szolgál, úgyhogy akkor nézzük.
The flame will burn bright anew, and the necromancers will be the first into the fire.
Olyan világot szeretnék, amit uralhatok? Nem. A társaim tanácsát kell kérnem? Nem. Nem, ezt az erőt Vertiel meggyógyításához kell használni, bármi legyen is az ára.
If I remove these spears, the Ice Lords will lose their power. But what will happen to Vertiel?
Thy world is weary. all but extinguished. Nothing remains to be saved. It must be cleansed.
But inside me is all the power I need to regenerate my world.
At the cost of mine? Do not think it. Vertil needs the world heart. Thou canst not sacrifice it thus.
There are still dragons, and this way the necromancers will be destroyed. The fire of the world heart is not completely out. It will burn bright again, in time.
But without us, I forbid thee to do this. I will not die for thee.
And so ends the tragic, though nonetheless heroic tale of Vulcan Half-Demon. I confess I may have romanticized some aspects of the story, though in my defense, I shall always have something of a soft spot for our dear Vulcan. By releasing the World Heart's energy to the surface, he sacrificed himself in order to heal Vertil and bring an end to the long winter. Ill-prepared for such a powerful energy surge, the Ice Lords were instantly reduced to cinders. I can tell you, no tears were shed at that funeral. Of course, it was only a few centuries before other would-be mages attempted to follow in their footsteps, though what wonderful centuries they were. With Captain Buffalo leading them, the Freeborn Blades legend grew, and they flourished for a time. Sadly, the legend of Buffalo's immortality proved less than accurate, and after 27 battle wounds and another 40 or so years, he eventually died in his bed, to the great sadness of the 3 charming young women who were sharing it with him at the time. Edwin's corpse was mutilated and burned by the command of King Relmar. Such a waste. I remember being quite disappointed at his decision, as I had hoped I might be able to inhabit her body. It had been an absolute age since I was last inside a woman. To no one's great surprise, Relmar proved to be a formidable monarch. Strong, just, and loved by all. He returned a sense of pride to the elves that the war had stolen from them. The Red Scribes... really? Don't get me started on those imbeciles. Nonetheless, it would be uncouth of me not to mention how heartbroken young Sybil was by Vulcan's death. Proud to have fought alongside such a courageous companion, the beautiful young scribe lifted her head high and transformed her grief into purpose. She quickly gained the respect of her peers and was elected chief scribe shortly afterwards when Liestas died quite suddenly. Apparently, the fool succumbed after having imbibed a large quantity of a somewhat questionable nectar that he and his doctor had invented. And as for myself, well, my goodness. I fear that is an extremely long story, and you would quite literally die of boredom before I finished the telling of it. But you see, that's what I like so much about mortals. Their stories last just about the right amount of time, give or take a few decades, and then they're done. And then they come around again. One thing is certain, I have all the time in the world, so who knows? I may get to tell you other tales. If you live long enough. Toodle-pip.
Nos, én pedig köszönöm szépen mindenkinek a figyelmet, remélem tetszett nektek ez a végigjátszás. Ez volt a Bombay Flame. Szerintem egy nagyon jó játék, ha gondoljátok, próbáljátok ki. de egy szónak is 100 a vége. Én köszöntöm szépen a figyelmeteket, a stáblistával stáblistával fogom befejezni eme videót is, úgyhogy nyugodtan nézzétek végig. Én Szojó voltam, legyetek jók, igyatok sok vizet, és majd találkozunk egy másik videó alkalmával, vagy végigjátszás alkalmával, vagy játék alkalmával. Na, sziasztok!
내가 뭐 된 거도 아마 내가